in the big time though, we're gonna have new outfits every time. Yeah, we're gonna have glam teams.
Well, I mean,
we gotta get somebody.
You're gonna have a glam team. I'm gonna have somebody who's gonna be like,
team.
"What the fuck are you wearing?"
You're gonna
bro?
have a nice gay guy come and be like, "Let me just powder your face for you, honey."
Croc skin, buttercream, croc skin.
Exactly.
Let's
make
go
you
in.
look good, and you're gonna love it. Yeah, no, it's and I've heard other podcasters say this, like video for the podcast, or particularly outfit for the podcast or outfit for the live show especially is like, it's different than just like you find an outfit that you want to wear on a regular night out. Because first of all, we're sitting, so I have to find an outfit that looks good sitting in the video or in the real life.
Oh, I guess I don't think about that. but yeah, I get your point.
Yeah. Second of all, like it's when we record this Wednesday nights. So I don't want to just
spoiler alert.
Have my best outfit and then
leave that out,
whatever,
any people
and
know.
I'm gonna post it on Instagram. Maybe I want a different pic of that, like blah blah blah. Gosh, we always get on outfits. Yeah. Okay.
Welcome back to Quarantings.
Yes, sir.
Back in the building. Another episode. Another week. We just running through Shot Girl Summer out here, just doing our thing.
Yes.
Speaking of shots, real quick. Guys, stop playing before we get locked down again. Come on now, like just stop being stupid. That's all I gotta say.
High key.
Do whatever you need to do that makes me not get locked down again. Even though secretly I want to get locked down again.
Also, I don't want to wear a mask anymore.
Y'all be crazy and do it, but I don't want the mask. So yeah, either get us locked down in another stimmy check or stop fucking around. One of the two. That's my only rule. That's all I got for you.
Yeah.
But yes, we are back.
I know
you have some things that been on your mind.
Yeah, this is just going to be like a full week breakdown because this week has been absurd. Like, absurd. And in fact, here I have all these notes, and then like more stuff has happened since then that's not in the notes. So there's a lot to say. I got a lot to tell you about.
And I am here to be the...
it's almost like a little...
What am I? I'm the... What's that thing when you're like... I'm the emissary of the people.
Emissary?
To react to all of your shit.
I don't even know what does emissary mean?
Google it.
You know what's so funny, though?
I used it correctly, though.
Is that just the other day, my friend was like, you guys always use words on the podcast. I have no idea what you're saying. I was like,
no,
I mean, I guess
emissary
I'll
is like
take
an
that as a
opponent.
compliment.
Emissary is like, I'm a representation. I'm like... Yeah, he couldn't even say the word right. Emissary. But yes.
Yeah.
Wow, the more you know. Woo. Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be like a almost riddle me this vibe, honestly.
Well, you're due.
Riddle me this.
Technically, you're up next.
Day in the life, yeah.
It works out.
So here we go. I mean, first of all, I'll start on a positive note.
Oh.
Positive note, I decided that until my latest film is available for rental to the public, which, spoiler alert, hopefully will be sooner rather than later.
We like it. I
changed, you know how we said on my dating app profiles, we put like, you would never know that I directed 2 feature films.
Correct.
Which, props to you, because you said that'll be easy thing for people to comment on. And it has been.
Yes.
Except the problem is that I don't really want to talk about it right in this moment because it's not available. And I want it to be like, oh, yeah, you can watch it and then we'll talk about it type thing.
Which makes sense.
So I decided to just be like, fuck it, throw all caution to the wind. And right up at the fucking top, you would never guess about me that I host a dating podcast called Quarantings.
Wow. So you have for literally all year, like all of 2021, said that you do not want people on these dating apps to know that you host a podcast.
Yeah, I know.
And now you've jumped ship.
Total change of heart. It just got to a point where like basically a lot of the conversations, maybe this is just true of my whole life, not even in the dating apps, but I always end up having these conversations now that I do this podcast. It's like it naturally flows towards like
it just happens.
These concepts about dating and society and the patriarchy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was just like, this is dumb. Like I'm literally trying to avoid a conversation that I want to have. Like I'm being stupid.
So why don't I just get you on the path right away before have to do the jungle gymnastics?
And the truth of the matter is that if dudes are scared of me, like they get scared seeing that right off, then like whatever. It's fine. I'm over it.
Last time I saw, people wasn't scared of you, but we'll get there. It's fine.
And also, I mean, to be fair to myself, like, I was wondering how people were going to react, and it's been positive mostly. I mean, you know, I long ago blocked my grandma on Instagram, so she wouldn't see any of these fucking clips.
The fact that your grandma...
well, like, whatever. I've got a lot of cousins. They, like, made her one so they can see our fucking graduation pictures, whatever.
That's fine. Also, side note, did you start the OnlyFans yet or no?
Did I start an OnlyFans?
I just heard a comment in the background. I just wanted to bring it to the light.
There's literally a rumor going around. I don't even know who started it.
There's a Quarantings rumor, and I mean, I'm not going to name names or tell my sources, but I was talking to Adam Scheffner and Woj yesterday, and they told me that Kristen may or may not have OnlyFans, but it's very difficult to find. So y'all should be searching. That's all I'm
you'll
saying.
Never know. It's if it did exist, I cannot confirm or deny that it does not or does.
Hey.
But if it did, it would be well kept.
If it did exist, I would hope that you was buying me some more shit for this fucking podcast. That's what I know.
Yeah, you would probably know. The quarantine would probably know. But then again, you never know with me. Anyway, so that's positive. I literally just did that yesterday, so...
Oh, okay, so we're going to see the
we're going to see what happens, but...
We'll wait a little bit.
I felt like the viewers would appreciate my efforts.
Well, I mean, I appreciate it because it's literally not on the list, so you definitely didn't want to talk about that.
Yep. But that is, quite frankly, maybe the only positive thing I have to say, so...
Well, at least we got it out the way.
Here's the deal. Like, fucking A. I went on 3... Well, I don't know if you could call this 3 dates, but I had 3 interactions with 3 different guys this week, none of which fucking yielded the results that I wanted.
Okay, well, first of all, I just want to put the little spoiler caveat that I saw one of these interactions.
You did, and we're going to get to it.
And I will just say before you even get to, because I know we got a while, she should not be having that attitude and that tone talking about that interaction. But we'll get there. Okay, continue.
I feel like it's important to do all this in order because
I agree.
You know me, like something happens, I start to like think about it a lot, and then it prompts me to do other things and take other paths in my life. So anyway,
really?
Yeah. So. Okay, so first thing, I'm just disgusted by all of this, God. Okay, green bubbles, back in the building.
Came back around.
Came back around. So, I
guess that would be like the reverse.
So on many episodes I've said, like, I don't know if I can talk to this guy. He has a fucking Android. It's green bubbles that causes problems, blah, blah, blah. And everybody was mad at me and said, that shouldn't be a deal breaker. You should care about him for his personality. And I was like, I know, guys, I'm kidding. But even though I wasn't really kidding.
But kind of not. Yeah. And I didn't disrespect.
Guess what? I feel very vindicated in my opinion on this. Because what happened is that we were gonna go on a date, and we did go on a date, but we planned to go on a date, and then like whatever that day it was like, oh, let's meet later. Then we said fine, whatever, blah blah blah, just a lot of mixing plans, right? Well, so then he texted me and is like, oh, I just got off work. Sorry, I'm like running so late. Like, let me know if you still want to like meet up or if we should change. Like, da da da. And I was like, no, it's fine. I'm for sure down to meet up. Little did he know I had spent plenty of time getting ready, so there was no fucking way I wasn't going to meet up with him.
Couldn't waste that outfit.
Couldn't waste that outfit.
Nah, not going to be able to do it.
But then, like, whatever, 5 minutes later, he's like, hey, like, let me know. Like, I just got home, waiting to hear from you. He wasn't getting my fucking text messages because he has an Android phone. So... whatever, I text him again, and I'm, like, texting him. Like,
and he's not responding.
I'm, like, freaking out. I'm starting to fucking panic. Yeah, I'm like, oh, God. Like, texting him, I'm like, I'm like, no. Like,
you're like, yeah, like, I'm good. I'm good.
Nothing. Getting nothing back. I'm like, fuck. I had to call him. Would you know you know that's my greatest fear. I hate talking on the phone.
I'm like,
especially with someone I don't know that well.
I am so proud that you actually hit the button to dial another man.
Literally, I was like,
on purpose.
I know.
That wasn't your brother.
I know. No, it was traumatic. Honestly, I was like literally panicking. I was fucking hyperventilating.
So do you think the fact that you called him ruined your vibe for the date?
No, that didn't ruin my vibe for the date. However, the vibe for the date almost did get ruined because then right after that, I was like, oh my God, can't believe I just called him, whatever. Of course, he was like, chill. He was like, oh yeah, I wasn't getting your text. Like, I'll leave my house now. So it was short convo. Fine. Then I was going to bird to where we were meeting. And this is the first time I've birded since COVID. For those that don't know, bird is the scooters.
The little rented scooters.
Yeah. Which I love. I love the scooters. You have to be really careful on them. They're dangerous as fuck.
I'll never get on one. My dad got on once. I can't believe it. Seen the video. It was crazy.
Yeah. So I was already flustered and sort of panicking, and I was completely sober, from the call.
Oh, that's right, because your shit had got delayed, so okay. Yep, makes
so
sense.
then I like tried to get this bird. Well, apparently now since COVID, there's this new update where you can reserve it within, I don't know, some certain amount of time. I don't even know how much time.
Okay.
But I didn't know this. And so I was like,
man.
In the past, it was like you had to like run to the bird and like get it before somebody else got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was fucking doing that, and then I was literally within eyesight, like literally 10 yards from this bird, and then I walk up to the bird, and then on the app, it's like, it goes away. And it was like somebody's reserved. Yeah, reserved. Ugh. Oh my God. At that point, I was like, what the fuck? This is bad omens.
But to be fair, the distance you had to go from the bird's location to where you were going wasn't exactly murderer's row.
Well, no, but I mean, it wasn't unwalkable, but it was pretty far, and I wasn't wearing the right outfit to walk, and shoes and skirt and everything else. And also it was hot, and I was fucking sweating already because I was panicking. It was just a lot. It was a lot. I was very pressed. So then I was like, fuck it. Like, he's driving from his house. Like, he's probably not going to get here a long time. I don't give a shit. I need a fucking drink right now. So then I go, so I find a different fucking bird. I had to walk way out of my way. Get a different bird. Go to the place. Immediately chug a drink, order a second one before he even gets there.
I mean, you were there first, whatever.
And then he got there. It was kind of dead, but who cares? He got there.
Yeah, we know you like the Kristen's dates where it's hype, but this was a real date. You needed the vibes to be. The vibes were perfect if it wasn't that.
No, it honestly. And then when he got there, it was good. Like, I calmed down. First of all, I was like, had a drink or two in me, so I calmed the fuck down. And then once I'm actually talking to someone, like, in front of them, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I'm fine, right? So it was good. So we were vibing. I was like, okay, this is dead. Let's go somewhere else. He's like, yeah, I agree. We go to somewhere else. It was way better. Like, we're chilling, talking about all kinds of stuff. I actually talked to him about Mexico, funny enough.
Oh, another one on the audition list.
But not really in the context of him, although if he has any brain cells, he'll realize that he would contend for that. But I don't know why it came up. It just did, but travel, whatever. Anyway, so we were talking about that. We were vibing. It was fun. We were having a good time. So then, it was a weeknight, so the place we were at was going to close at 10.
Oh, yikes. Okay.
Yeah, but we're having fun. So I was like, okay, well, come over to my place.
Oh,
we'll have a drink on my roof.
Hold on. She's out here like fisherman Ed trying to reel him in. Ooh-wee. Okay.
And he was like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. So, like, I mean, I don't know. You tell me. Is that not me, like, making a move? Like, I would never invite someone over to my place who I'm not, like, reasonably interested in, even if it's the roof.
I mean, so the time period, like, it's 10.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean,
that's
me
part of it
as
too.
Me as my fake, like, old man on a weekday, like, 10's, like, right around where I'm like, okay,
I mean, it was
gotta
a Thursday.
evaluate.
It's not like one of the major weekdays.
I
I
retired from Thursday a long time ago. Though tomorrow night I'll be back on my bullshit because I got PTO, but that's not the point. Point is, normally I'm out the game, but yes, a Thursday, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Yes, if some girl that I had already agreed to a date with and had now stopped technically at 2 places was like, yo, come back to the crib.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're taking that as a sign.
I'm like, that sounds to me like you throwing me one and I'm about to do my Bron D. Wade. Like,
yeah.
Right. Get to work. Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But,
or at least, I mean, maybe anything any fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
So we fucking go back. Thank you. That's how I felt about it. I was like, he's got to know I'm into him if I'm inviting him back to the place.
Mm-hmm.
We go back to the place. We make another drink in my place, and then we go up to the roof. And
never been.
Yeah, I know you're all mad at me, but we haven't been up on the roof. I don't know why you haven't been up on the roof. The roof's fine. So we're up on the roof, and it's definitely a vibe up there. And he's just like not giving me anything, nothing.
Was he like not like close to you, or was his conversation just whack, or like what? No,
the conversation was fine. The conversation was actually pretty good, literally the whole time. So that didn't falter at all. But he didn't make any like physical attempts at all. And when I mean like physical attempts, I don't mean like just starting to make out with me.
Yeah,
I mean,
like he didn't even come near
nothing.
you. Like
and it's wild because the bench is up there. It's like a 2-person bench.
So you kind of have to.
So it's not like we're
close.
in separate chairs and like he has no opportunity. It's like we're both sitting on a literal like really 1.5-person bench. To be honest, like he got a.
I mean, I'm about to say,
guess.
if this is F-Boy Island, he is one of the 12 good guys. But shout out HBO Max. But I guess my only defense, and I wouldn't do this. I'm telling you now, I would not do this. But my only defense is that or at least I know you. And I know after you've had a couple of the delicious devil's juice beverages, you do get a little more
like a touchy feeling.
Let me say needy for the physical touch. Your love language, physical touch. Ugh. So I could see you after a couple of drinks
being like, why
and now
aren't
being
you?
at the roof. Yeah. Being like, damn, what the fuck? Nigga, what's wrong with you? Like, what we doing here? Like, if I want to sit up here by myself, I would.
Which is 100% accurate of what I was thinking.
So that's the only thing I'll give him in defense. But honestly, again, if I was invited back to the cribbo, come on now. Got to go to work.
Because, I mean, here's the thing. Like, here's what I'm, like, after the fact, I was thinking it through, and I'm like, so, you know, couple scenarios. A, he doesn't like me. Which is fine if he doesn't like me. I would be shocked if that were the case, given the fact that the context in which we met is that we made out at a party several years ago. So, like, that's another reason I was surprised that he wasn't
Maybe
like
he
trying
just likes
anything.
to make out with people.
Yeah, but I mean, it was years ago in way different circumstances with way different people involved in our lives. So, like, whatever, it's fine. So then I was like, well, maybe he's like trying to not make it seem like he's like that, and is trying to like come across this way different way, like, oh, I'm an adult now, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Which again is also fine.
Not a problem.
But like, I'm a little bit annoyed that you don't do anything when I invite you over to my fucking crib. Like, come on.
Though also, I mean, you invited. Well, no, actually, because I was gonna say you invited him over to the crib, but really it was just to make the drink, and you took him up to the roof, which is less privacy than
it is. Well, it
less
is
privacy than he was at the. Because I mean, like, hey, if he's in your place,
so it's less privacy. Yeah, I know. It's less privacy on a very literal level. You're right, but. It's a nice, right? Yeah. It's a nice fucking room.
I wouldn't know. Again, I've never been, so I can't really speak to it. So, like, I'm sure it is romantic vibes. Again, I haven't seen it, so I can't call it out. But, you know, you was out here trying to be like, where's the North Star? And he was like, well, actually, Ursa Major is da-da-da. And it didn't go exactly how you thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. And then I was like, maybe he doesn't like, because he knows all about the podcast, and he even said, like, I'm going to have to listen to the podcast now. You're going to bring me up. I said, oh, I've been bringing you up.
He'd be like, too late
that
to apologize.
That ship has wasted. And he's like, oh, what'd you say? And I was like, no.
So you can listen.
You can listen and figure it out.
Tell you, yeah.
But, you know, so I'm like, does he not like that I do the podcast because he's, like, more conservative? Like, there's all type of reasons. But if he didn't like that you did the podcast.
But if he didn't like that you did the podcast, what was the point of going on a date?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't get the feeling that any of those are the case. I just want to be fair and say that I don't think it's impossible that a guy would just not like me. I think that's perfectly fine. If
so then y'all hung out on the roof and then he just left?
Well, so I mean, yes, that's what happened. No, nothing happened in that regard, but you're gonna laugh. Before he left, like maybe like 10, 15 minutes before he left, my roommate came up on the roof. Just like of his own accord, he didn't know we were up there.
Yeah, he was just going to go to the roof.
And then he like didn't want to interrupt us, so he kind of like turned around like abruptly when he saw me, but I saw him and I was like, "It's fine, like come say hi," because I had already told him like I have this roommate, and I was like, "Oh well, I might as well introduce you guys."
At this
like,
point.
So then he was like, "Should I stay? Should I go?" Blah blah blah. So anyway, he stayed talk for a few minutes, and then he kind of like went and did his own thing, and then by that time it was like late. I mean, by that time it was like midnight. Like, we weren't up there for a short amount of time.
Oh.
Yeah, we were up there for a while. I mean, it took us a while to leave the bar at 10 and get back to my place, but it's not like it was like 20 minutes. It was at least an hour. So we were I mean, seriously, we had like a long date, talking, vibing. Like, it was fun.
But
and then just
it wasn't fun
yeah, I know, it was apparently not fun enough.
You said it was 0 for 3, and this would be number 1. So.
And I wasn't necessarily expecting it to be like fucking hammer time, like
yeah, you weren't expecting to smash necessarily, but still, you.
I also wouldn't have. I also, to be 100% honest, would not have been opposed.
Yeah, no, I didn't say that. I'm just saying you weren't expecting, but you weren't against it.
No, I wasn't against it.
Like, let's go with the vibes, and unfortunately for you, his vibes were
chill. And now, to be fair, like another thing that could have been going on is that like the reason we had to postpone so much later in the night is because like some shit popped off at his work. So he could have been just like stressed.
In a bad mood,
yeah, like whatever. So I'll give him that. That's fine. But like fucking A, man, if I invite you over to my crib, like do something. Give me some indication that you're interested. So then like after he left the next morning, I was just like, whatever. I'm kind of done. Like I like him.
Left the next morning?
No. Like after he left, I went to bed the next morning.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure that's clear because it sounded like you said he
he did not stay over. We did not kiss, like literally nothing. And
did you hug him? I know how much you love hugs.
I did hug him when he was leaving.
Okay, cool. Got it. Continue.
So the next morning, I was like, I'm just gonna let this be. Like, there's no way he doesn't realize that I'm interested when I literally hung out with him for like 3-4 hours and invited him to my roof.
It's useless now.
And so I'm like, he must just not be into me. It's fine. He texted me like that, like straight away in the morning, and it's like, I had so much fun with you. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Oh, pobrecito.
No, I'm annoyed. Every other bitch in the world would be happy. I'm annoyed. I'm like, well, why didn't you fucking make that clear? Like, fuck.
I mean, I feel like in his mind, he made it clear by the fact that he spent all that time with you.
I guess, shit. So, door number 2, fucking Poolboy. Oh, man. Poolboy has been around for a time, but is not
as long as these other people.
Not as long as these other people. He I've never hooked up with him. He's kind of new to the game. He it's not something that's gonna like we don't talk. Like it's not one of those kind of things.
If this was the roster episode, you would tell me that this would technically be the slotted guy of the sloppy shenanigans, drunken sex.
Yeah, that's what I want to occur.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I see this guy, either he or I or both of us is too fucked up to make it happen, to close the fucking deal. Ugh. God damn it.
Okay, so
you were here for this.
So, yeah, I'll give my backstory. I was at a wedding earlier in the day, and I came back here to the crib. So I was like, you know what, whatever. I'll go meet you out. Like, I'm still suited and booted, but I don't really care. I don't feel like changing.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just go.
He was dressed in, like, wedding shit.
So I go out, see them out there. Kristen's like, oh, my gosh. I can tell she drunk.
Yeah.
She comes up to me, like, kind of away from the group. Does the whole little over the arm thing that everybody does when they drunk because they want to talk to you real close, like they can't just speak. And she goes, Poolboy's here. I'm going to fuck him tonight. And I said, okay, well, which one is he? And I see it. I was like, all right, you go ahead and do that then. Then, she goes over. We're all dancing. She dancing with him. We having a good time. Everybody's vibing. I order some drinks. Next thing I know, they disappear. So I'm thinking everything's good to go. She's done. She's accomplishing the goal.
Yeah.
Then randomly, like about 20 minutes later, I get a text from her talking about, oh yeah, by the way, you know you can come over if you want to. And I was like,
I felt bad. See, what happened is
I was like, whoa, wait, what am I gonna come over? Just listen to you have sex?
I mean,
I'm
I
not coming over.
fucking made the Irish exit, and then I was like, wait, I left a lot of people there that might want to fucking sleep at my place. And so then I texted everyone, was like, you guys can sleep here. Like, just come through. It's fine.
Yeah, and I was like, not gonna be able to do it.
Also, I really was not functioning. Anyway.
So, yeah, this is the part where you can take over.
No, yeah. I mean, so then the next morning you texted me and you're like, so obviously you closed. And I was like, no, I'm pissed. Because literally we were on the way back and, yeah, it just wasn't going to happen. It just wasn't going to happen. I don't want to put him on blast. I don't care what everyone's gonna say it. He was too fucking drunk. Like, it was just clearly I was like, this isn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
We got back. Yeah. I was very drunk, but I was like determined. So I would have been fine. But it was not going to happen. He was too fucked up. So we get back to the crib. Like, he was saying... And also, first of all, I'm not the only one who was saying fucking shit was going to go down. You should have heard the shit that he was saying to me.
Okay.
So then...
Okay.
So we leave. We go back to the crib. And I just knew, like, during that walk, I was like, fucking fuck. I'm about to get...
No, you know what's background information is... Because studio audience Joe quarantined. Picked me up, took me home, and like I was fucked up, but because I don't really remember the conversation, but I was reminded that he asked me about Poolboy, and I was like, oh yeah, he ain't got the juice. he ain't gonna get it.
No,
I straight up said he ain't gonna get it.
We fucking get back. No, literally, we fucking get back to the house, and he's still talking a big game, and I'm just like, sure. We get back to the house. I literally like set him down on my couch. Done. Lights out. KO. Immediate.
I would never. I would.
Literally just KO'd on my fucking couch.
Punani took me away from the bar? Nah. Punani took me away from the bar. Like, I'm stopping dudes like, hey, y'all got one of them pills? He goes,
to the point that I literally went straight for the couch. Like, if there was some question, I would have been like, okay, like...
We'll see what we can do.
No. Take your ass to the couch. It's done. It's over. It's already.
You should have known. Aquaman needs to be in the water. So like, you're fucked up. Like,
oh my god, fuck. So then, like, whatever. And like I said, I'm trying to get him to fill a slot that is not really about like the longevity of our relationship. Like,
correct.
We're friends besides, and that's fine. And that will be the case regardless of any of it. Because we have so many mutual friends, like blah, blah, blah. So I'm not really that worried about it in terms of like...
he can stay in the role that he's at now. And
so like, on a certain level, it's not a big deal. It's one night. I'm not mad about it, really. But again...
It's compounding now.
Riddle me this, yes.
We've already had the one night, and now we're just like a couple, literally at 40 hours later, and you're going through this thing now, and it's like, goddamn, Mike, well, goddamn.
Yes, fuck.
So then you got to go to number 3.
Yeah, so then, by Sunday night, I'm just hungover as fuck and like pissed, and then Monday I'm still tired. You know how it goes. I got a low-key 2-day hangover. And I'm just like, I'm just mad. I'm just fucking pissed. So then I'm like, let me give this third guy a chance. Now, this third guy's not getting a name.
See, what? We can't give a name?
No, because this is the first and last time he's going to ever be mentioned.
Nah. We got to give a little cribbo a name.
I mean, call him Young Gun because he was young and I wanted...
Young Gunner?
I wanted him to fill the Young Gunner spot on the roster.
He was definitely a Young Gunner. Okay, continue. You already talked about him technically on another episode.
I know, because I've been talking to him for a while. He was out of town, blah, 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 whatever.
Also, it's going to be hilarious when they hear how you talked about him on the other episode.
Yeah, I know.
To how you gonna talk about him right now?
Here's the thing. Like, I was talking to this guy for a while. By a while, I mean like, I don't know, a couple weeks, on and off.
That's like 10 years for her.
Yeah, and when we matched, like, I met him on whatever, I think
some
Bumble.
App.
Yeah. He's young. He's only 21.
Young
and I
goodness.
was like, look, in my mind, I'm thinking like, no, this could be a vibe. Honestly, this would be a great This would be a great slot to
gas
fill.
me up, hype me up.
Yeah,
like, hey,
exactly.
Whatever that
exactly.
bullshit you said, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, that'd be great. I'll show you the town. I'll show off my place. I'll show off, da da da. I'll teach you what the fuck is up.
Teach him. Oh my gosh, I can't even deal with you.
So I was like, this will be great. So whatever. When we matched, I literally said to him, like, you don't look or act 21. Like, first, his pictures don't make him look 21. He acts older. He's like, yeah, I have all these older siblings. I'm like, okay, makes sense, whatever. So we've been talking, blah, blah, blah. And that Monday, I was like, well, I knew in my mind, I'm like, I have plans later in the week. I'm already pissed, like, blah, blah, blah. I know he's going to want to hang out. He's going to be like, this day. I know I'm already busy. So I just was like, fuck it. Like, you're back, right? Like, you want to hang out tonight?
Right now, fun gal.
And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, what do you think? And what are you thinking? And I was like, come to my roof.
Meet me in the roof.
Attempt number 2 with the fucking roof. It's a great roof.
Wouldn't
great downtown view.
Wouldn't know.
We'll bring you up to the roof.
Just heard about it. I've seen it on Snapchat or
So
IG or
he's
something.
like, okay, great. That sounds good. Because he was partying and drinking all weekend. So was I. So I didn't really want to drink like that and go out.
Yeah, you're like, let me cool out.
He comes over. Now, it's just not going to happen. And here's the thing.
The moment that he walked in, is that how you felt?
The moment I walked in, he walked in, I was like, no.
Damn.
And I hate to be like that bitch, but like honestly, here's the thing. Like, and I already know this from all the casting I've done for movie shit. People do not understand that they need to post pictures on their dating apps that look like them.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Like,
say it with your chest.
It's not my fault that I'm not into you if you literally look nothing fucking like your pictures.
I mean, quote unquote catfish.
Exactly. I mean, and it wasn't to that degree where I was like, you're a different person, but it was.
You were like, when were these photos taken? Where were they taken?
Yes.
What photo editing app did you use?
And also just like the type of photos they were, like, they were good photos. They were like whatever, everything that you would normally want, like different kinds of different outfits, different locations, different people, different shots, different lighting, different everything. Smile.
Chef's
whatever,
kiss.
Yeah, everything. Really good. Every single one of those fucking pictures made him look way bigger than he was.
Phrasing.
This kid, I could break him over my fucking knee. He was like a young 21, a young 21. These pictures made him look like he was a very old 21. And I was like, no way.
Why you gotta say break him though?
Because I'm a big bitch. Like, I'm 5'10".
Okay,
like, I'm not a small girl.
Yeah.
And I don't want a little tiny dude. Like, there's just not a vibe that I'm into at all. There's plenty of girls that like skinny skater boy types.
It's not me. I'm not into it. I said, see you later, boy.
So like, that's why I feel comfortable talking shit about them, because plenty of bitches love that shit. Not me. I need a beefier guy. I'm a beefy chick.
Okay, all right. You are being so prejudiced it hurts right now, but I'm going to let you continue your story.
No, so anyway, it's not like he was like terrible. I mean, whatever. We went up to the roof, chatted for...
What are you talking about? You literally just started the story by saying he walked in and I was like, no.
Yeah, because I wasn't attracted to him. That's the bottom line. His personality was fine. Like, we chatted a while. We talked about our lives and everything, got to know each other, and it was totally normal and fine. But I would spent the whole time evaluating, like, maybe I'm overreacting. It was like the fucking Bumble date.
Dramatic.
Yeah, it was the Bumble date thing. I'm thinking to myself, like, as he's talking, I'm like, maybe I can, like, because he was being convincing with what he was saying, and I truly could not get past it. I was like, I'm not attracted to you, literally.
Man, he was gonna lay the pipe. And
no,
he was not ready for it.
I thought about it. I was because I knew based on the prior conversations we had that he was more wanting to like talk to me, not just like hook up. And so that's how I was treating it at first. Then I was thinking in the course of it, like, maybe we could just fuck. And I was like, I can't do it. I'm not into him at all.
Well, good for you for not ruining this young man's like life.
No, I did not. I was nice and whatever, and it was fine. And then whatever, I started to kind of be like, yeah, I'm tired, da da da. and make sure he got the hint that he wasn't staying and wasn't gonna, because he seemed like he maybe was gonna try to do something. And I was like, no,
100%.
And I definitely made it clear, don't.
First of all, the moment you hit him up and were like, show up to my house on a Monday night and hit me at the rooftop, he was going to. Not everybody's alley oops. Not everybody just be out here fumbling, mumbling. Like, he was gonna go for it. Like, go for the gold. Olympics, you know?
No. So then, whatever, just ended it. Whatever. The next day, next morning.
0 for 3.
Yeah, 0 for 3. But I was a little bit more calmed down after the third, since it was obviously all me that time.
Correct.
But I was still pissed in an overall sense.
Correct. I remember getting some upset texts. So yeah.
No, I was super like over it. I'm like, what does a bitch got to do here? Like, this is fucking insane.
You know what's crazy is normally I'd be doing a shot of the week to just one person. Got 3
fucking
people
do the
this
shot of the
week
week for me, honestly. Fuck.
No. First of all, you could have done more to get with any one of those guys, so I don't appreciate.
I don't think that's fair. The first one, not my fault. Second one, not my fault. Third one, fine.
First one, only 30% your fault. The second one, like 90% your fault.
Incorrect.
Nah.
Incorrect.
You took him to the couch when you could took him to the bed?
No.
Oh, no, you couldn't have taken him to the bed? It was very difficult? Like, you got him all the way up there? Wow, that's so crazy.
I mean...
All right, we're done here. You could have let him sleep it off, and you could have got some in the morning. We're done here. And then the third one is 100% your fault.
And then here's the thing. Here's the last little topic I have in relation to all these things. Is guy number 3 texts me the next morning. Obviously, he was in love. Like, whatever. And he was like, oh, I had so much fun with you. It was so nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to ghost, but I did not.
Oh, what?
Based on your annoying ass chirping in my mind, like, don't ghost. And I was like, all right,
why is it always my fault?
I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, fine,
man,
I'm not going to fucking ghost.
It's my fault. Like,
so I let it sit.
I wasn't even there. It's my fault.
I could just only hear your voice in my head, like, wow, you fucking ghosted him. Wow, you ghosted this young kid. That's so petty.
But see, here's the thing. I would have been fine with you ghosting somebody who you legitimately told you had no attraction to.
I know, but that's not what you said. That's not what you say. It was the other way around.
If you have no attraction to, that's different.
Well, anyway, I wasn't a bitch. I didn't say that.
You just said it now.
I said it now. So when we listen to the podcast, so you hear it, but whatever. That's his prerogative. What I said was, hey, like, enjoyed meeting you for sure.
Oh, no, you let him down like a freaking, what was this, Bambi?
Yeah.
You hit him with the Bambi?
No, I was like, what did I say? Something like, I enjoyed meeting you for sure, but I just think we're like in different spots in our lives, and like, I'm just not saying this
you hit him with the Bambi. Oh, no. Yeah, put him down. Oh, Yeller in this bitch. Oh, man. Oh, I can't believe. Oh, no. Why
is that so horrible?
I take it back. My shot of the week is not to all 3. It's just to old Yeller. God damn.
Why is that so bad? You're the one that said hit him. You're the one that said on the episode where we talked about ghosting in the way beginning of this podcast. You were like, I'd rather somebody just fucking say it hit me where it hurts than ghost
again.
me.
I would 100%. But that doesn't mean I don't feel for bro.
Okay, fair.
He'll get over it next week. But right now, I'm hurting for him right now. I'm with my fellow brother.
Well, at least give me the credit that I did not do the thing that I literally talk about all the time. I put my money where my mouth is, and I did not say, you're a great guy.
All the cliches that I hate.
Blah, 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 blah. I wanted to. I felt the pressure to
I would have ended the podcast if I had seen any of those
No, I felt the pressure to say all that shit, and I was like, don't fucking do it. You know that.
That's the voice of me in your head you need to be hearing. Is don't say that cliche ass shit.
So I didn't say any of that. I just said, blah, blah, blah. I wish you well.
And removes his number, and we will not be seeing another part of the Young Gunners.
No, I didn't block him. I don't hate him. Yeah, there's no reason to block.
No reason to block. That's just a ninja John Cena out here. He can't see me. Oh, he's definitely already plotting his comeback around. Like, I'm telling you right now, like before the end of the summer, he is going to take his Carlton shot to win the game and we'll see what happens. But
I mean, no, like I said, if I had told him the truth, like it's different. Like I felt like that was I felt like that would have like that you can't just say like I'm not. Yeah, it was enough.
That was enough of the truth. And again, my thing is like say something. The ghosting is the part that's the insult.
Right.
Even if you out here just breaking off a little or whatever, like that's enough of him to stomach, so at least he can understand. And now either he can try to improve and try to come back around and still fail, or maybe he actually improves and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? This is a totally different guy, and it works out. Either way, you've said your piece, so he knows exactly where you stand.
Yeah.
But not saying nothing? Well,
I know.
What the fuck?
I mean, I made myself do the right thing, supposedly. Supposedly not ghosting is the right
Shout out to your boy Spike Lee. You know how much you love him.
Oh, I said that was the last thing I have to say. I was lying. There's been another development since I wrote these notes.
Wow. Here we go.
The last development is that...
Don't ever do the drum roll again.
Why?
Because that was really bad. That was still
fine, you do it.
No, I'm not doing the drum roll for you.
The last development is that Rolex booked his flight.
Which?
So I don't know. I mean, I have mixed feelings because it's like, laying it all out like this, you would think the roster was going fucking swimmingly.
I mean, it is going swimmingly. They're just not putting out.
Yeah, which is what you're supposed to fucking do if you're on the roster. That's the whole goddamn point.
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure all of these people, minus Rolex, haven't heard an episode of the podcast. So I don't know that they've gotten the true education, and they definitely haven't heard the roster episode. So they don't understand their roles, except for Rolex.
Well, they obviously don't fucking understand their roles. That much is fucking perfectly clear at this point.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying. So, I don't know. You got to
I
give
feel
them
like
a
this
chance.
roster is like fake good. Ugh. I need it to be real good.
We are gonna see, but no, I liked your little. You need to get that off your chest, like
I did.
It happens.
It's pressing on my soul, and honestly, the longer this goes on, the more I'm like acting a bitch to the people around me. I'm like, fuck, I just need to get fucking laid.
I noticed you were kind of mean, like, pretty much all weekend, actually.
I know, just, this is where you got to lean back and stick to that good old self-care masturbation schedule.
Hey, you're the one that likes those gangbang porn, so, do you, boo-boo.
Don't reference the Forbidden episode that is never coming out.
I didn't reference it until you brought it up that it was referenced. All I said is that I knew something about you, and now you brought it up, and you got to cut this whole thing out. But that's fine. We always have too much fun, and we just gonna go ahead and hit this little drink break real quick, and then we'll be back with everybody's favorite, the quick hits.
Quick hits.